Hey, I'm Scott Wiener with Flavors of New York, and I'm here at a subway station in Times Square to check out a pizzeria called See No Evil. Let's go. Hey, you must be Adrian.
Adrian, nice to meet you.
Very, very good to meet you. I'm Scott, and I am hungry.
Welcome. We got the food for you.
Sounds good. I heard all about you guys.
Yeah, let me get the chef. Chef, come here, will you? Scott, this is Chef.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, wonderful
Thanks for
to meet
coming
you.
in.
Thanks
We're
for
super
having me.
psyched to have you.
Yeah, well, my train's delayed, so here I am.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here in about 8 minutes.
So you can sit and wait for the train for another 45.
Is that what's happening? Do you get people who are like, there's a delay on the one, I'll get a pie?
Every now and again,
Every now and then,
we do.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
probably works a little bit better for the cocktail bar. Be like,
Yeah.
let me have one real quick.
Yeah.
But a pie, we definitely have some people that are like, I missed that train wherever they're going. Let
Can
me
we
sit
get out
down
in a
and
half hour? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
can
like-
absolutely get you.
I feel like this would determine which train I'm going to take home,
Yeah.
just based on the fact that you guys are here. You know, like,
Hopefully.
where's the pizzeria in the C train? I don't see one.
Why don't we sit down?
Sounds great. So we're in a pizzeria in a subway station. How the heck did that happen?
Well, pre-pandemic, I was looking for a space for a cocktail bar. I had this concept for a cocktail bar, and I was working with a bunch of different brokers, word of mouth and everything like that. And this guy said to me, hey, we got this place up in 50th Street, but it's a little bit weird. It's in a basement. I've opened places in basements, speakeasies. I've opened places on boats. Like, I was like, whatever, I'll take a look at it. I walk in and I'm like, I'll take it. And the guy was like, what do you mean you'll take it? And it was, it's the cocktail bar, Nothing Really Matters, which is literally right behind you. And what it was Dwayne Reed's storage space. And I was like, but I had known that Siberia Bar back in '99 was down here in this station. So I knew there was like an old liquor license that was approved at one time. So I was like, you know what? I can do this again. But then, of course, the pandemic happened and the world shut down. Our industry was lost, but I kept the project going. I almost walked away from it a few times. And we opened New Year's Eve 21-22, New Year's Eve. And then during that time of build out and everything, this was a Dunkin Donuts that had closed down, and across the way was one of those bodegas that sold hookahs and everything else, right? So we were finally open at the cocktail bar. I then saw an opportunity to do a coffee shop over there, and then this space was supposed to be like some terrible guacamole bar or something like that from like a bunch of white dudes from Staten Island, and I was like, that doesn't really make much sense to me. So I started doing research, like what could I do down here with no gas? And I actually stumbled upon Mariforni ovens and coming out with like the new state-of-the-art electric deck ovens. And I texted him and I was like, hey, I got this crazy idea for a pizzeria underground in the subway. You want to do it? And he literally said, sure.
That's not true. That is not true. I was like, I don't think so. No, what I said is like, I know someone that can help you. And he lets me talk for a couple minutes. He's like, well, why don't you just do it? I'm like, where's that? And he said, I'm like, I won't do that. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't say that out loud. I'm like,
Subterranean
and then
restaurant.
I came over and saw it, and I was like, what idiots would ever do something in here? I'm like, these two idiots. I'm like, I'll do it. Absolutely. Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are,
So the whole idea started with the space.
Yes.
And then came what's the infrastructure? What equipment can I do?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then came, pizza can work in this with this type of oven. Done.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, and obviously, we worked together at Ace Hotel Group, and I knew he was extremely talented. He was also, 5 years ago, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
We were 4 or 5 years ago, and he at that time was like, you know what? I really want to get into pizza, right? Remember, because we were out in like I don't know Palm Springs or whatever, and you were like, I want to try pizza. I really want to try to get it, you know, And then I came up with this idea, and I texted him, knowing that he wanted to get into pizza, and he did. So there was like a light bulb moment, 5 years ago.
When I found that corner spot in Soho that I called you about, it was like $98,000 a month. It's like, hung up on me. Like, we can't do that.
Not gonna be a pizza place.
Yeah, but so it kind of while the space, like you said, dictated exactly what we could do and the restraints of being underground with no gas and everything like that, in the back of my mind, I was like, pizza would be awesome. Because obviously, pizza's New York. We love pizza. We all of us. Everyone loves pizza. No one doesn't, So why not give people what they love? But let's do it extremely, extremely well.
So how did you end up making this particular style of pizza?
So there's a couple, there's a couple styles that I like. I love the aesthetic of, the kind of traditional Neapolitan pie. I like the crust, the lightness of it, but I also like the crispiness of, American style pizza. And so I tried to marry them through a bunch of trial and error, and that's kind of where we came to. And if anyone asks, like, what is your style of pizza? I always say it's American style. Like, that's all you need to know. Because I don't have a lot of other adjectives to throw in there what it's supposed to be.
Well, so what are the characteristics that you're aiming for? Is it like thin, crisp, soggy, juicy?
It's thin and it has structure, so there is a crunch to it, and it does hold up pretty well, and it can hold toppings. And being that I grew up in America, like I like to probably overload my pizza, and this can handle it.
Cool.
And I like it. I like cheese on pizza, like other ingredients.
It's funny, this is like a major trend in the pizza world right now is people love the aesthetic of Neapolitan pizza, but are not so into the softness and the fact that it doesn't hold up and you have to be sparse with toppings.
Yes.
So when people try to make it in the States, they overtop it and then it just turns into garbage.
Soup.
Yeah, it turns into soup.
And so
There's
you're
also
like,
so
why do we
many
need-
people that do it so well that I'm like, I'm not going to go into that arena because why would I?
Yeah. And also, look, you've got if you're in a subway station, you're 2 flights down.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do wood burning.
Yeah.
You can't do gas. I mean, you were just kind of stuck with what was in here first.
Yeah.
What'd you say? This was a storage space for?
No,
Wiener?
this is
Oh, no,
Dunkin Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, this is Dunkin Donuts.
Oh,
So I took it over.
So the infrastructure was super minimal.
There wasn't.
we
There's
had
none.
Yeah.
Just all they have
plumbing,
are
electrical.
shelves.
So
Plumbing and electrical.
That was the.
They spent a lot of money on plumbing and electrical, thankfully.
So did you have to juice up the electric?
No.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who the heck is the landlord?
It's actually UAL. It's a private family.
Okay, it's not the MTA.
No, it's not the
city.
MTA. No.
No, and they're great. They are great.
Cool.
Yeah, our landlord is super supportive. He actually worked with me at the bar during the pandemic because I literally signed the lease like right before the pandemic, and I was like, I almost walked away from the project like 3 times, but I was like, I don't know, and he was super supportive of like, just stick with us, we'll figure it out, and then I opened the coffee shop and he was delighted, and then actually he just came to eat last week and he was like, I can't believe you turn the entire station around, and he loved the meal, so I was like, you can't.
It's so cool, man. Like 3 spaces down here, and I barely even noticed that there are spaces in subway stations for retail or for restaurants or anything. And then I read a stat that was something like over 1/3 of those spaces are still vacant. Whether it's just from the pandemic or just places not working out.
Sure.
You really rolled the dice with this though, because so many people not coming back to the office. Is there a part of you that's still really like, the numbers of people going through the station were huge 5 years ago.
Yeah, you should have got here at 9 in the morning.
Yeah. No, I mean,
different discussion.
It's
too
totally,
many people.
No.
It's like-
I mean, it's the restaurant business. We all know it, right? Like it's never a sure win. It's never a sure bet. It's all
a bet.
risk.
It's a bet.
It's all risk, and we hope it returns. Like right now we're in month 3. Month 2 was awful because they closed the subway station for maintenance for 3.5 weeks, and all businesses were kind of decimated for a little bit. So there is that constant touch and go, But we stand behind the product and we stand behind the design, and the journey's cool. It's like we're hitting on all cylinders. We just need more people to sit.
Well, the funny thing about this is that you've got tons of foot traffic, but it's one specific type of foot traffic.
Yes.
Right.
It's people going into or out of this train.
There's a destination on either side.
Yeah.
Going through it.
Yeah.
Although, I was saying this before, this is kind of a destination train station.
Yeah.
Because now you got this hub of places.
Yep.
And to me, it's like the sort of novelty of there being a good restaurant in a subway station.
Yeah.
I never seen that in New York.
No, absolutely not. No.
So, what are we gonna eat, guys?
I think we'll do 3 pies, and they I think best
3
represent
guys,
us.
3 pies.
I'm not gonna say anything.
All right. So, what are we gonna eat?
So, our most popular pie is the hell pie. So, hot soppressata, hot copa, some pepperoni, Calabrian chilies. For whatever reason, everyone gets it. I mean, we love it, but we didn't think that was going to be the knockout one, or like the most order. Then we'll do our mushroom pie that we really like. You know, it's not a white pie, but it's not a sauce pie. Mushrooms, arugula. Eats light and kind of apropos for the season, right? And then we'll do my favorite pie, which is the OTP, and that's our tomato pie with beautiful tomatoes, or beautiful like Italian tomato sauce, oregano, anchovies, pecorino. It's like, yeah, it hits the spot. And it goes
no mozzarella.
No mutts.
No mutts.
Cool. Sounds awesome.
Unless you want it, because we say yes to everything.
I don't want it. I like to play the ball where it lies.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
You're a chef. I'm not.
Yeah.
I just eat.
This is Elias, my number one.
What inspired you to do that? Or maybe we'll talk about it. I'm just curious about our tomato pie. You know, that's like a specific reference. This is, to me, is like a outside of Philly.
Well,
Now we are talking. Look at this.
one there. We'll do the tomato.
That looks gorgeous.
You?
That looks like a sleeper hit. You know, like
It
I bet
is.
people are like, no cheese, and then you're like, trust me. Where are you working for? I jumped over here just because. I'm going outside. Yeah, I'm going to squeeze.
There you go.
There you go. Hell pie.
Yep.
For the win.
All in.
Hello. Thank you guys for firing at those ovens.
Oh. We love it. We want to be open for lunch.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting close. It's just a matter of, finding people that want to do it. Because lunch is a particular, at least front of the house person.
I'm starting with the mushroom pizza. I want to lift off gently. You know what I mean? Well, because if I start in Anchovy Town, the anchovies are they're gonna be there the whole time. You know what? They're gonna be squatters. And then I want to end up with that hell pie because I want that spice in the end.
You'll get it with
Always
the
a method.
anchovy too.
Yeah.
Get in there.
All right. Let's jump into that. I love a pizza like this with the appropriate amount of arugula. Sometimes you see these like piles of salad.
Oh yeah. You're eating pizza. You're not eating a salad.
This is great too. These are great. I mean, it's like obvious that a chef is behind this because sometimes people who are just in the pizza world will throw raw mushrooms on the pie and be shocked at how much water there is.
Yes.
You roast these often before service?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those ovens are great.
From do anything.
Anything, yeah.
We were doing porchetta.
Yeah, no one bought it though.
Oh man, because I didn't know
It was
about
a
it.
lot of work. It's like little pigs in, break them down, cook them slow overnight. No one got it.
Oh,
But
come on,
you
man.
you live, you learn.
Yeah.
That's the OTP, our tomato pie. It's tomato, oregano, anchovy, pecorino.
Yep. Let's do it. And chili.
Oh, and chilies, of course.
Gotta wash that down.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do not let anchovies scare you, people. Don't let them scare you. Hell yeah.
Right.
It's like
Hell yeah.
It's like bright and
It's
salty.
so good.
It's, yes. Bright and salty. And that heat from the chili,
Yep.
such a great balance, so you don't just get lost in saltiness. Pecorino's salty, the anchovy got that salt, and the heat just really balances out.
It
I
is
love it.
Awesome with we got this chilled bread with the silliest name.
Yeah.
But man,
What's the name?
Love you bunches.
Hard to beat that
I'm
one.
gonna still order it.
It's so good with this.
A chilled red with this would be amazing.
It's absolutely perfect.
Oh my god! All right, I'm coming back in a few hours. All right, going to hell.
Oh, bye.
All right. Now I see you've got basil added post bake.
Yeah, post bake.
I love it.
Yeah,
Beautiful color to it. You don't burn anything.
it's fresh.
Basil looks really consistent and bright green.
Yeah.
Where's this basil from?
From Baldor. It was, but it's from. It's from. I forget the name. It's a Bowery Farm.
It looks to me like a hydroponic, one of these like rooftop farms.
It's a rooftop thing, and it's it's like I don't know, $38 for 2 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean $13 for 2 pounds.
Come on now.
Oh.
So.
Isn't food cost of pizza
Can I
supposed
add
to be low?
Yeah, I was like, I said $30.
We're about 38% food cost on our
Like
pies.
Subway's only $2.90. Let's dive into this.
Yeah,
stuff.
dive in.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna eat this pizza. Ooh, delightful.
Yes.
Smart move. 3 meats.
Yeah. Meat and 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a little floppy though. This one.
Oh, I mean, clearly that's the most popular pie.
Yeah. It's delicious.
It's just great mix. Not for vegans.
We have a vegan pie though.
This is a perfect.
What's in this bottle here?
A little Lambrusco, a little
Ooh.
chilled, a little effervescent red. Why not? Middle of the day.
I truly believe
Yeah.
chilled, bubbly reds are the best wine for pizza. That's top me off. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's a great reset for the palate.
It looks like grape. It's like adult grape juice.
It is though. I mean, come on.
Grapey looking.
It really is. Look
Cheers,
at a little
guys.
bit.
Cheers.
Guys,
Thanks for
cheers.
coming in.
Hey,
Pleasure.
again.
Thank you so much.
This is the New York City subway.
Yeah.
New York City subway.
Long may
Thank
it
you.
prosper. One day maybe it'll work properly.
I hope so.
The pizzeria will. All right, l'chaim. Oh yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
Adrian, you're not gonna have a slice?
Unfortunately, well, I'm gluten free. So, but everything you see here, we offer gluten free, and we're really excited about it. And Chef developed the gluten free flour or dough, gluten free dough. Sorry.
Well, yeah. I stole it. But it's a very good product, so it's good. It's zipped. But yeah, and we also offer gluten-free, like for our souplies, we do gluten-free breadcrumbs and gluten-free flour to roll the rice in. And any area that we can get away with using gluten-free, we do.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean everyone asks for it. It's a real thing now, and you got to respect it. So that's what we do.
Which is great because like your one gluten-free friend doesn't have to mean you got to go to a different restaurant.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
Everybody can be here.
Yeah.
And I love
Vegan
it.
we struggle with a little bit, but we'll get there. That's a hard.
The vegan?
It's a harder way to cook for sure. At least in this arena.
Yeah. But I think some
But
pizzas
we're
are
trying.
like.
You know?
I mean, a pizza marinara is naturally vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get into the vegan cheese substitutes.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah. We
I bought some today.
Yeah, we just got some, but we do offer a few vegan pies, and we love it.
Yeah.
So
That's the beauty of pizza. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
It's for people who are riding the uptown and the downtown.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
we're on the downtown side, so if
Yeah.
you're taking the one, have some fun.
Food for the people.
Drop in, see no evil, grab a couple pies.
And one of the coolest things about being underground, we're literally in the belly of New York City, Times Square, which is insane, right? Like because our neighbors are Juniors and Applebee's, and then here we are underneath the ground, and we have see no evil,
It's
So,
totally cool because like New Yorkers always joke about Times Square. It's like
Yeah.
it's a place that like we don't ever go there.
Yeah.
But there's this literal underbelly happening right now.
Yeah.
Of like places that are pretty cool and that are independent small
Yeah.
places that are not giant chains, and they're here.
And it's awesome. We're champions of it. I mean, Times Square Alliance, we work with them a lot, and they're. I mean, it's a great organization to work with, and we celebrate it. We celebrate it. You know, we're here in Times Square. Did he and I ever think we'd end up in Times Square? No, not at all.
But it's also one of the last neighborhoods that is refusing to change and look like every other one.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I don't want to.
Well, it kind of already did.
Yeah. Do I just contribute to that?
Well, it's just kind of cool that, like, you know, you walk down the stairs and then you're in this spot that has a lot of intention, a lot of meaning, and it's not designed for somebody who's visiting New York and doesn't want to leave Times Square.
Right.
But it's the kind of restaurant that this feels like I'm in the Lower East Side or the East Village.
Exactly.
Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Greenpoint.
Yeah.
It's what it feels like.
We wanted to bring that downtown kind of style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An atmosphere. You know?
All those restaurants that opened up in like the early 90s in the East Village, like on a shoestring, that was definitely an inspiration.
Yeah.
Although
This just
it was
costs
not a
nothing.
shoestring.
I was going to say, I've seen your oven. That ain't a shoestring. Well, listen, we're really enjoying this wine, but I'll tell you this. The pizza is the reason to come here. Up to the 50th Street stop on the 1 train, the downtown side, See No Evil Pizza. I'm Scott, Flavors of New York. I'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.